Yes, I'm Donna Lopez, and this is your channel message for May 25th to the 31st. So welcome, welcome. Let's see what they're going to have for us here. I hear abundance of resources. Lots of getting in the game, getting your energy ready to participate, be a part of a plan, be part of a solution. Also, for some of you, they want you to quit jumping around. I feel like you're jumping around from this to this, to this, just back and forth, and they say you're wasting a lot of energy. With love, if you've ever been around somebody that has that jumpy kind of energy, it can be very distracting. So this is what I'm feeling, is that you're just distracting yourself, but you're accomplishing nothing. So cool your heels, calm down, and take your time to be you is what I hear. Take your time to be you. You don't have to be someone else. You don't have to be in a rush. You don't have to force yourself, make yourself do something that you don't want to do. And I hear finally, I feel like they're so happy I'm sharing this. It's kind of funny because I feel like you've had a lot of people around you, or even unseen helpers around you, trying to get you to realize that you don't need to jump all around. That everything's right here with you. Just stay calm and stay centered. Yeah, just spinning your wheels to see them spin. And for some of you, I want to say with love, I'm feeling like I get a headache with this. Like it gives me a headache, and it's, we've heard of spinning out of control, right? And so sometimes when we manifest some sort of physical ailment, it's just an aspect of spirit trying to let you know, hey, pay attention, listen to us. I'm trying to talk to you here. All right. Yeah, I see a lot of, I don't know if any of you like riding in hot air balloons or want to do that, because I just saw a ton of beautiful hot air balloons, but the energy of just feels so easy where it's taking you, what you're seeing. They're beautiful, number one, when you see them, more than one, and you see many of them. They're just really beautiful, but also I can see the scenery that people are seeing, and it's really also seeing more things. So you're being lifted up, and you're also getting a visual of everything that lies before you. All right. You know how that is. We change our position, physical position, and we see so many different things about something that we thought we saw it all in one spot, and then we move, and it's like, oh wow, or you rise above it, right? So what situations are we rising above, to where we see, oh my God, there's a vast land before me, and here I've been focusing on this little dot that I thought I needed to sit on. All right. So I feel expansive with this, a lot of beautiful expansive energy. And I hear it's about change, but I also hear it's about time. In other words, about time you recognize this, but it's about change, and changes that will be useful to your journey. For a lot of you, I feel as though you are being very mindful of, I'm seeing like feng shui, where they smooth the sand out, and it's like you're being very mindful of your energy and what effect your energy has on the environment, but what it has, the kind of energy you want to be applying in order to see it feed you. Kind of like when we go out in the garden, we plant all these beautiful flowers, and you take time to weed them, whatever, and then you get to either ingest them, or you get to see the beauty of them, and it feeds you. So you're being mindfully paying attention to what it is you want to manifest in your life, and what you want to feed you moving forward. Lots of like meditative actions, being very mindful. Feels very soul refreshing, I hear. Soul refreshing. And pertinent to you, what it is that you want for you. And it's like so much more is being accomplished, moving slowly, resourcefully, mindfully, than just being haphazard and having scattered energy. August is also lighting up for a lot of you. For some of you, I feel like August is going to be, oh, summer's finally here. and but it's almost like I'm feeling the energy of summertime in August, and it feels really good. And I hear travel time, so for many of you, you will be taking off and traveling at that time as well. Yeah, I see the suitcases packed. For some of you, there is some business to attend to at that time. So it's like you're going to take a vacation, but you're also going there to do some business. And I feel like this business is not heavy legal business, but it's something that needs to be some paperwork you need to put out there. Yeah, feels good though. It's interesting because I see this beautiful new paved road, but then I hear there's just so many choices. There's so many changes. It's like it's new, and rather than it offering you something, instead you're feeling like, oh, but I don't know how, it's a lot of changes. Some people don't like change at all, but that is our natural state, is change. It's almost because it's just so new. And they're saying that it's okay to not rush. It's okay to feel all the feelings that you're feeling. Feeling the feeling. But more so, you communicate with this new path. Ask it to show you how to navigate it. Ask it to show you what it wants to show you, what it wants to give you. Talk to it. Kind of like if you moved into this gorgeous, huge home and you're like, oh my God, how do I even begin, right? Where do I even start? Like with your furnishings, or say you were going to paint all the rooms and do things, where would you even begin? Talk to it. Everything has vibration, everything has energy. So simply talk to it. I'm also hearing something about June gloom. So for some of us, we'll be feeling that June gloom. It's not like it'll bring you down, but it'll be gloomier rather than sunny. But I also feel that that's going to be a good time for some of you to get out in nature, specifically in the forest. That it's a good time for foraging. It's a good time for working in your garden. It's a good time for reading that book you wanted to read. It's a good time to stay in bed and chill out. It's a good time to go visit friends that you haven't seen for a long time. It's going to be a very useful time to many. Let's see. What's going on? I hear "don't let me tell you," because I feel like somebody's asking you for information because they just want to get it from you. But you're saying, don't let me tell you. You go discover it and find it for yourself. So you're going to ask somebody for something, but it's something that needs to come from you. It's a self-discovery time. Being resourceful. And also understanding source energy, working with source. I can show you how to pray. I can show you how to journal and put things into prayer. I can show you how to have communion and talk to the universe, talk to your environment. You're the one that has to do it. So I hear you teaching somebody by giving it back to them, for them to figure it out for themselves, because that's where the learning will come. All right, for some of you, I feel like there's not a heaviness, but there's something heavy that has kind of landed on your lap, and you're like, almost as if somebody said the truth, and you're going to need to have some compassion for them. It's like, you want to know how I really feel about you. This is how I feel. And not all of it's going to be something you want to hear, but I feel like you'll know how to put that out into prayer as a result. You'll know how to trust Source. Oh, we're in a trusting source week. That's what this is. We're going to trust the universe, and we're going to learn by doing, and learn by asking, and learn by participating. Being a participant. Yep. Nobody's picked last. All right. Whoever's last will be first next time. I also see some of you, it's like you're holding on to some money. It's like, oh, what do I do with this? What do I do with this? Like, oh, I've never had this much money. What do I do with it? Should I just get rid of it? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What a problem to have, right? But I feel like the weight of it feels so heavy, but not like emotionally or mentally heavy. It's so weighted. It's like, oh my goodness, I never knew that what that felt like to have that much. Like, that's a lot. But I feel like that you'll go, okay, I'm going to put the placement of it here or the placement of it there. It's like you're going to put it in several different places. So it's like, okay, that's where I want all that to go or be at. Think of winning a lot of money, and it's like, oh, what do I do with it? You're saying you don't have to do anything with it, first of all. That you can put some in your savings, some in your checking. You can pay down some bills. You can give some to somebody that needs it. You know, you can throw it up in the air, some of it up in the air, but you'll find the different avenues for it. It would be very interesting because you've never had that amount come to you. Very interesting. All right, and I also see bread being broken. It's like I see it's like fresh bread, and I see you breaking it. And it's like, here, have some. So you're breaking bread with somebody. Bread is also it's an analogy for what feeds our spirit. So you're going to break bread and share your spiritual resources with someone else, and you're going to have that come into Jesus moment with them. You're going to help them understand more fully, but more so by simply sharing your experience of spirit in your life, or God, Jesus, Mary, Buddha, whoever you call your source, if you call it anything. The interconnectedness of all of life. All right, very good. I'm going to look at the whole week. Let's see, the whole week. I hear don't run, change. Because some of you want to run, and they said don't run, just stop and change. Like, it's really easy. Interesting. It's kind of funny. It feels like kind of a funny, curious, interesting week. Nice. I'm going to pull a card here. Let's see. And get to it. Attain serenity. I no longer let myself be swept into turmoil of my mind and emotions. From now on, I let go of all stress, tension, and worry so I can attain harmony and serenity. I will do one thing at a time and savor each moment. Oh, there's some good.